This is the Life's Journey with Best Friends podcast. Listen as two best friends for over 40 years share our experiences, insights, and unique stories. We're just kidding. We're just kidding. April Fools, we kind of missed it yesterday, so we just figured we'd do something. Sorry. We're kind of silly like that. So welcome to Life's Journey with Best Friends. I am Noelle.
I'm Diana.
You sure?
Yeah. Well, I wanted to make sure I said it better this time because last time you made fun of me. So, Diana.
I don't remember.
Okay. Yeah, because I just went like this, Diana.
Oh. So speaking of April Fools, I had my daughter, Ashley, gosh, I don't remember how long ago it was, but it's definitely over 10 years ago. Let's see. Yeah, around 10 years ago or so. She pulled a prank on me and had me going all day. And you know about this, Diana, because I called you. So she texted me super early in the morning. She was working opening shift at Taco Bell when they started doing breakfast. Mm-hmm. And she said, I just took a pregnancy test at work and I'm pregnant. And I was like, we weren't really happy with the boyfriend that she was with, but they had been together for a couple of years. So it was okay, whatever. And but again, she was young. So I instantly, this was like on my way to work. And I was like, oh my gosh. And I don't remember if I called you or texted you, but I was telling you and you were like, oh my gosh, what are you going to do? I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, this is not a bad thing. Things could be worse. And then, I kept thinking, oh, well, Christmas would be fun and camping will be fun and all this other stuff. And like, how am I going to tell Dave? Because they always leave everything up to me to tell Dave, right?
Yes, they do.
Yeah. And so, but I did say to Ashley, I'm like, don't tell the father yet. Don't want let's talk to dad first before you announce all of this. She's like, okay. And she had me going all day and probably and I was even like telling people at work, like, oh my gosh, my daughter is pregnant, blah, blah. It was shortly after lunch, so, or maybe a little bit later, you texted me and you said, are you sure this isn't an April Fool's? It's April 1st. And I went, oh, what? And so I texted her and it was an April Fool's joke, but she had me going so good. And then I was actually disappointed that she wasn't pregnant because I was
you were like, happy,
oh,
but
we're
sad.
Gonna have a baby. Yeah. Yeah. So, that's but yeah, funny. She got me really, really, really good. Yeah. That's really the only other, April Fool thing I can think of is when we were in high school and Marvin Gaye's dad shot him. We found out on April 1st and we were walking to school and I said, oh, did you hear Marvin Gaye's dad killed him? And you thought I was pulling an April Fool's joke on him. Like, of all things, why would I
I don't know. Right. Why would you pick them?
Right?
Who knows?
Yeah, exactly. So do you have any stories? Is anything memorable?
Well, we used to have a prank war with our really good friends, the Elliots. It got crazy. We did. So they started it. Okay. They put a Godzilla alarm clock under my bed and it went off at we were out drinking all night. Went off at 3 a.m.
I love it.
Yeah. And then we got them back. They went away on vacation and we toilet papered their house. We put cobwebs all over their steps because it was fallish. And another time they went away again. We decorated their house for Christmas and we opened all their windows. It was the middle of July and we played on loop a Christmas song.
Wow, you got some awesome stuff there.
We put their Christmas tree down from the attic and set it up.
Did you have a key to the house or were the kids home?
Yes, we were supposed to be watching their cats.
Oh, Well, I'm sure they
They
never let you
trusted
do that
us.
again.
No, one morning we woke up and it was winter time and our minivan was covered in cotton balls, top to bottom.
How did they get them to stick?
It was cold out, so they stuck them in water and then stuck them on the minivan and they froze.
Oh my gosh, that's
I have
awesome.
pictures of that. It was crazy.
What ultimately ended up making everyone stop?
I don't know. We just called a truce. Well, you know what? Not you know what else we did one time? They went away again, and we stuffed their bath. They only had one bathroom at the time. Oh no, they had two bathrooms, but we stuffed their upstairs bathroom with balloons. So when they opened the door, I mean, floor to ceiling balloons.
Uh,
It
oh
was
my
fun. We had a we they still they you have to be careful. They still prank when you least expect it.
really? Oh, that's
Yes.
awesome. I absolutely love that. Those are
We
some,
had a lot of fun doing that.
yeah, I bet. It sounds like a lot of fun. And you didn't wait till April 1st to do it. You just did it whenever.
Usually when they went away.
Yeah. Well, that's perfect. It gave you enough time.
Right.
Well, I'm sure they would be like, oh, we want to go on vacation. Oh, but the Baruchis might do something to us.
Yeah.
Oh, funny. Well, speaking of pranks, there's also
Went on
things
to a
out
good
there.
one.
Yeah, there's also things out there, scams, and we think that we're so educated and we know what to look for.
Cautious.
But you know what? Again, here's these people that are using their talents for evil instead of good.
They
So,
make they make like their stuff they send you look so real.
yeah. Oh,
You
absolutely.
know, they copy like the letterhead and all that or whatever
Uh-huh.
you want to call it, and it's
Yep.
like
And even, yeah.
it's no wonder people fall for it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So, unfortunately, we have Julie, our executive producer, has a story for us. So, Julie, please come on and share your story.
Yeah, I got duped. And I always think that I am careful about things like this. I always
You got
check
B-dubs.
things on,
Yeah, right.
you think you're smart enough, and then I was on TikTok and there was a video of a
TikTok.
gentleman, TikTok, of course, and there was a video of a gentleman talking about his friend's little boy. Very sad story. And it turned out this is a true story. It is very sad. This happened a few years ago. This little boy, his mother's boyfriend, he was probably not even, I think he was two, maybe three. His mother's boyfriend beat him within an inch of his life. It
Oh,
was
good Lord.
awful,
Oh,
and the biological father had custody and was trying to, take care of medical bills. So, of course, it pulls on your
of
heartstrings.
course.
You're like,
Yeah.
oh my
Yeah.
God. And at the bottom, it had a link to GoFundMe. And I'm like, you know, help out this family. So, of course, I clicked on it and it looked like a legitimate GoFundMe. Had the boy's picture, had the story, go down, scrolls down. So it was a perfect copy of GoFundMe.
That's what
Now,
I'm talking
I
about.
usually am very good about looking at the URL. I'm so wrapped up in the story, though, and reading through this that I didn't. So I go to the bottom, I click donate, and the page that comes up looks like the GoFundMe one, but it said like the donation amounts were like 25, 50, 75, or other. So I clicked 25, and I can't remember because I could not find this again. But I, went to click donate, and the payment options, they didn't have PayPal or Google Pay, and that should have been a red flag. All they had was put your credit card information. Should have been a
Oh,
red flag.
Ah,
I didn't, why that didn't jump out at me, I don't.
right.
So put my information in, clicked it, and then I get a thank you screen, but it's kind of brief. It doesn't say, usually you get confirmation of your donation, how
Yeah.
much, and all of that. And they might say like, keep up to date on this GoFundMe or something. Didn't have that. And I look up at the top finally at the URL, and I'm like, no. Oh no. I'm
Oh
like, I
no.
just gave them
So
my
what was in the URL that made you realize that it was
it said cutpanda.co and then like the rest
ah
of the URL. I'm like, what the hell is that?
oh
Because if you're going to do a donation on GoFundMe, it stays on GoFundMe. It
right,
doesn't
right. And then
go
they
Oh, the
off.
disperse the
URL
money.
stays
Right.
Yeah.
the
It doesn't
same.
go to another
Okay,
site or anything. It's
got
not
you,
handled by a third party. GoFundMe handles the payment.
Right.
got you.
So I'm like, crap. So I click out of there. I check my email because I'm like, well, let's just, see. Maybe I did get an email, no email confirmation that I made a donation. And I checked a few more times. And then I went out to GoFundMe and I searched for the charity,
Yeah.
got the page, and it looked exactly like it.
Oh,
Exactly like it.
So
But
awful.
but it was a year ago that it was created. And the total of what they had collected so far, I think the one that I saw was like $33,000 they had collected. This they had collected 137. So there was a real,
wow.
GoFundMe.
Yeah.
Um, so I'm like, okay, now, and I clicked on the donate just to see. It's got a totally different page. It starts at like $50 and it does have PayPal and Google Pay
Oh,
and a bunch of other options to pay,
yeah.
so you make a secure payment. Like, oh, so I called my bank, told them what was happening. And I said, totally my fault. I did something stupid. So they couldn't take the charge off, but they
Mhm.
blocked my card. They basically
Oh,
canceled my
Good.
card.
good.
So, next day I went to the bank, got a new card. It's all fine. Have to go and change my card number on all those things that you have your card
Oh,
number.
yeah. What a pain in the
Yeah,
ass.
but I actually limit that as much as I can. I use Google Pay or PayPal most of the time. So
Right.
a lot of the things that I am paying, I pay through those.
Sure.
So it's controlled. Um, I also went on back to the donation site, the real one, the GoFundMe, went down and I contacted the coordinator there and I said, just to let you know, there is a scam version of your donation of your
Oh, good. That
charity,
was a good idea. Yeah.
because as far as I'm concerned, they stole that money from that little kid. I don't
Right.
Yeah.
care about
Oh,
the $25.
absolutely.
I don't
Right.
care about it was a $25 donation, but
Right.
they stole that money from that kid,
Right.
as far as I'm concerned.
Hmm.
And I also went to Cart Panda, the website, and I went to the contact information. I sent them an email and I said, you have somebody on your platform that's doing a phishing scam.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
They did get back to me. They said they're going to look into it. So we'll see. Um, but, you know, lesson learned. And I thought what I would do, just, for myself and for others to think about, is how to avoid scams. Number one, don't click on a link from anybody you don't know. That's, kind of common sense when you get an email and it looks, if it's like there was the post office text that was going around, and there was the Easy Pass text going
Yeah.
around.
I
I
got
get
that
those.
today.
Oh my
Yeah.
I
gosh. I
got
get
that
those all
today.
the
Yeah.
time.
I
Yeah.
got the
Yeah.
Easy Pass.
And you just, if it's a text, just report and block those.
I
Yeah.
blocked them,
If it's
yeah.
an email, don't click on anything on it. Don't even click on unsubscribe or anything like that.
Right.
If you're on a trusted app, you should not have to leave that trusted app to pay for something. Like we said, GoFundMe is not going to send you to a third party. Always look at the URL, which I did too late in this situation. To be extra careful, use your browser and go directly to the website for that charity or for that organization. So,
Hmm.
like I went directly to GoFundMe afterwards, or let's say it's the you know, Red Cross or something like that. Go directly to them, browse for the charity that you're looking for, and pay it directly there. Consider the payment method that they're asking for. Like in my example, there was no Google Pay, there was no PayPal. They just asked for credit card.
Yeah. That's something everyone does nowadays.
Should have
Right.
been a red flag right there.
Yeah.
And if you do get scammed, report it. I let the charity organizer know. I let that platform know. I let my bank know. But you also can contact the FTC and you can contact your state attorney general and let them know as well. Bottom line, if something looks fishy, it probably is fishy. So just wanted to share that.
Yeah, no, that's good. It's always good to have that reminder too, because
Yeah,
like you said, it was playing on your heartstrings and you're like
yeah,
so into it and you're like, oh my gosh, this poor child. Yeah, let me do something. And then look at that,
yeah, yeah. So, just be cautious, be wary. And it sucks,
That
like you said,
sucks.
Noelle, why don't these people don't use their talent for good instead of being,
Right.
but they're just scammers.
I know.
Scumbags.
And they're
They
stealing
suck.
money from, in this case, like I can't imagine you see this story about this little boy and you say, huh, I think I'll duplicate that and steal some money rather than
Right.
doing something for that kid.
Right.
It's
Evil.
awful.
There's a special place in hell for those people.
I agree.
Yes.
I agree. Yeah, for sure. But all
Well,
right,
I'm
just wanted to
sorry
share
that
that.
happened to you, Julie.
Sorry,
It
Julie.
worked out. It was fine. Like I said, $25 out. But like I said, as far as I'm concerned, they took that from the kid rather than from me.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
and
I know.
I'm safe. All my information
Right.
is safe. So,
And I'm sure you weren't the only one that got duped. So
probably not.
we have
And
no idea
I
how
went
much
back
money.
and I went back to TikTok to try to find it again. I was searching through videos, gone, could not
Really?
find it.
Really?
So I don't know, like, did they pull it? I don't know, or do they have some way of hiding their post so that someone can't search for it?
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
know.
Who
Yeah,
the hell
maybe.
knows, right? Yeah.
Yeah, but
Interesting.
yeah, all right.
All right.
Thanks,
Well,
ladies.
all
It's
right.
the
Thank
best of
you,
us.
Julie.
Yeah, bye.
Bye. Well, Diana, let's lighten it up a little bit because that's really sad. You had something new done in your house, and this made us start thinking. You had the handles on your cabinets done,
Yes.
and that made you so happy.
It did make me happy.
So it made us start talking about, when you were younger, if someone had said that to you, you'd be like, what the hell is wrong with you? Like, why does that make you happy? So what small things make you happy now as an adult that if your younger self would have been like, shut the fuck up.
Well, I mean, any stupid little thing that I buy for the house, you know what I mean?
Right.
It's, because we need so much stuff here, little things make me happy. Like I bought a organizer that sits on my bathroom sink and it's all, it's a slot for my toothbrush, my toothpaste, some soap,
Nice.
just silly things like that. I don't
Right.
know.
So I came up with
Buying a new toaster oven.
oh my gosh, you need a new toaster. But so I came up with a little list, and let me see if you agree with these.
Okay.
No lines at a restaurant.
No lines at a restaurant are a really good thing.
Right? Like years ago, I'd be like, oh, 45-minute wait. Yeah, who cares? Now I'm like, nope, we're going somewhere else. I'm not standing here for 45 minutes. That's not
because you have no
happening.
patience.
Yeah, exactly. We're big bar people. Like we like to sit at the bar. So if we get seats at the bar, we get super excited over that instead of having to sit in the restaurant part.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about this anymore, but if it snows less than they predicted, that makes me
Yes.
happy too.
Right. As a little kid, it definitely didn't make you happy because
No.
you did not want school.
Right. You were like, nope, bring on all the snow. Now I'm like, oh, hell no, stay away.
I know. Same, feel the same way.
Okay, this is a huge one for me. New socks and new underwear.
Oh my goodness.
Right?
It's very funny that those little things like that.
And if I got socks and underwear as a kid, I'd be like, I don't want these. I don't care.
Wait,
Now I'm like, woohoo! Yes.
Why are you buying me socks and underwear? Yes, I love socks and underwear.
I
And new
know.
pajamas.
Oh, pajamas. Yes. Yes. Being home before 9:00 at night. I'm so happy if I'm out
my
somewhere
God,
and I can
Noelle.
be home by 9.
9 and in bed.
Yes. Well, that was my next one. Going to bed early.
Just going to bed is my favorite thing. I love being in bed. As a kid, I was like, I don't want to go to bed. Now I count down the minutes as to when I can get back into my bed.
I know. I look at the clock and I'm like, it's 7:15. Is it too early to go to bed? Yeah, it's too early to go to bed. And then I'm like,
Never
oh,
too early.
8:30, bye, see ya. I'm in bed.
It's never too early to be in bed.
Well, we don't have a TV in our bedroom,
Yeah, I don't
so
know. I don't know how you do that.
I don't sleep with, oh, please. Dave's gonna have complete darkness. Like even,
But
the
you could
little,
just shut it off before you go to sleep.
no, I know. I go on my phone. He does too. But he can't even sleep with like the slightest amount of light. Like I have one of my charger plugs has this little blue light on it, and he's like, "Oh my gosh, that's blinding." I'm like, "It's on the floor on my side of the bed. How the hell can you even see that?" It's like, "You kept me up all night." I'm like, "Shut up." Well, speaking of beds and naps and going to sleep, I found the science to the perfect nap. Remember we talked about this a couple of episodes ago and we were saying like I take a disco
15-minute nap.
Yeah. So as it turns out, they have done some studies about what the perfect nap is. So I see the art of the perfect nap and how it helps or it can hurt your brain. So a 30-minute nap provided the best balance, offering improved memory, encoding, a better mood, and enhanced reaction time without the grogginess of a longer nap. 10-minute naps boosted alertness, but didn't have so much as a strong effect as the 30-minute one did on your memory. And I was like, wow, that's really interesting. Now, a 60-minute nap improved memory, but you come out of that very sluggish for a few hours. So the ideal time would be 10 to 30 minutes and 30 minutes being the best.
Max,
I'm pretty sure I could do that every day.
I could take a 30-minute nap. A 15 would have been too, and a 10 is too quick for me.
Yeah.
I feel like I wake up groggy from those.
Yeah, you could because you don't get into that REM sleep. I get that. But yep,
30,
there it is.
I
The
definitely,
science, 30 minutes is your nap.
I'm going to do a 30-minute nap.
Yep,
I'll tell you how it goes.
Okay. Yes, do your own research for
Yeah.
us.
I'll write it down and let you know.
Yeah, so I don't know what made me want to find out more about it. I think I was just so excited about naps.
I love naps. I know we talked like the other thing I love naps. I mean, when I'm home or away or whatever, but I don't know, these companies that offer like you could take a nap we talked about.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could do that at work.
Why?
Because I can't sleep on a plane. I don't know. I have a hard time sleeping other places other than my bed.
Do you nap in like on your sofa sitting there? Do you have to go to bed and take a nap?
I lay in my bed to nap, but I do fall asleep if I'm watching TV on my recliner or
yeah,
my
but that's
sofa.
different. Like you don't like close your eyes and say, okay, I'm gonna take, a nap in the chair. You go to bed to take a nap. I do too.
I usually always lie down.
Yeah, I do too. I can't really sleep sitting up unless I fall asleep watching TV. Yeah.
Yeah.
Does this make us old or what?
Yes. Yes, it does.
So, you guys were talking about TikTok and stuff, and I was scrolling through social media, and I found where I want to go for my next vacation. I want to go to Iceland. And do you want to know why, Diana?
I do want to know why you want to go to Iceland.
Because they have a museum there that I want to go to. It's a penis museum.
Yes. Are you kidding me?
No. So they have penis.
How did you find this?
I don't know. It was on social media somewhere. And oh my God.
The waffles were penises.
Yeah, they're all penises. Yes. So they
God.
Penises from all different species of animals. And like from the biggest to the absolute tiniest, like a hamster penis. Oh my gosh, it's absolute. Look, did you see that? It's like a big whale penis, right?
No, I didn't see.
Well, she's dangling a penis. So for those of you that are listening, we're looking at
look at the cup.
The website. Look at, they even have waffles in the shapes of penises.
That's what it said.
That not hysterical? Yeah, look at they got penises on the walls.
Who the fuck made this museum?
So the guy, I read about it, and it's a guy. Oh shit! I wish I, I don't. I'm sorry, I don't remember, but
How much does it cost to get in?
it's cheap. It was only
Really?
like an American money. It was like under $20.
Kidding me.
No, no. So he was. That's right. He was a headmaster in a town, and someone gave him a penis as a joke, and he kind of kept it, and then people just kind of started giving it to him. So when he quote unquote like retired, he decided to open up this museum.
Oh
And
my God, I love it.
yeah, like isn't that crazy? I can't even
That's
imagine,
fucking nuts.
right? But I would go to I look at
He's
you
got
can
a penis in his hand.
at least it's not his.
Oh
That
God.
would be awful. But I just thought it was the funniest thing. And I'm like, look at even in the front, those are two rocks. Well, three rocks. And I'm like,
That's hysterical.
right? So I want to go to Iceland and I want to go to this museum because I think it would be absolutely hysterical.
Oh my God, I love that.
So yeah, craft beer and penis waffles. Look
Look
at
at the
the
waffles.
decanter. It's a
Oh my
penis.
gosh.
Oh, I think that's awesome.
Sweet penis waffles.
And
Savory
savory
penis.
penis waffles.
Oh my God.
Oh, great, right? Well, anyways, that was kind of my what the
I
fuck.
was hoping that the drinks were going to have like penis related
I
names.
know that
They really
I
it's
think
a
he
missed
missed.
opportunity there.
Yeah, he missed it. He missed the mark there. They're
He probably didn't want to have too much penis.
everywhere. He
I
sells.
know.
Yeah, that
I was gonna say you can never have too much penis.
right. And yeah, naming a drink is going a little too far. I think. No, I don't think so. Oh, wait a minute. Go back down, Julie. It has sugar coated pecan. I looked quick and I thought it said penis. It's sugar coated pecans, Nutella, and syrup. Oh, that sounds good.
Banana and caramel.
Mm, I'm hungry.
Yeah,
With
me
ice
too.
cream or whipped cream. Oh yeah, you're gonna put the whipped cream all over that baby. Oh, anyway, so yeah, that was my what the fuck funny story for us for today. So, guys, check out the Penis Museum in Iceland. If anyone, any of our listeners have been, please reach out to us and let me know how it was. I'm dying to know. What's your story this week, Diana?
I just got a couple. I got a word. We do that after.
No, do your word. I'm so proud of you. I have a word too, but go ahead. I have a phrase, but go.
Bumfuzzle.
I'm sorry, say that again.
Bumfuzzle. Bumfuzzle.
Bumfuzzle. Okay, what is that?
Means you're confused. You're bumfuzzled.
Sounds like something from Harry Potter. Bumfuzzle.
I got another one too.
Okay.
Chortle.
Twirtle?
Chortle.
Oh, chort. Oh, I know.
It's a chuckle and a snort. I chortled.
Chortle.
Yeah, those are my two words
Oh,
for
I love that.
today.
A chortle and a bumfuzzle. Oh my gosh, it's great. Those are.
So, I'll go with the first thing. It's just a quick update on
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Karen Reed trial.
Okay.
Fucking nuts, man. I watched the documentary. I don't know if you guys have watched that
No, I
on.
haven't watched it yet.
It's good. I feel like, I mean, it explains a lot of the stuff, but I don't know, like, how I didn't like the way she came off on it. I want you to watch it and to let me know. I kind
Okay.
of felt, and I get it. I have to think about this. This is 2 years or more removed for her. You know what I mean? But I feel
Right.
like she should be in that, in the documentary. I kind of feel like she should be a little bit more reserved. I don't know. That's just my take. But on the at spoiler, at the end, she does break down. So you
Okay.
do see the human side of her
All right.
because she's always holding it in. I guess maybe that, I don't know, it just kind of hit me weird.
Right. No, I get
But
that.
so go ahead.
Do you think that she should take the stand?
No.
No? Why?
Um,
I agree with that, by the way, but just curious, why don't you?
because the prosecution can just confuse you and railroad you, and you know what? You're better off not saying anything than
Yeah,
saying something.
right. Because then it can be construed many different ways. And yeah, right. And if you do get emotional, then whether it be anger or sadness, yes, especially if she gets angry, if they're like, cross during the
Right, and
cross
then they could
examination
say,
and they're being mean and yeah,
right,
yeah,
see,
right,
she is crazy, or what, I mean, they
right.
wouldn't
Or they
say
can
that,
say,
but
see, she
see,
does have anger issues or
you're
whatever.
right,
So
exactly.
yeah, yeah. No, that makes sense.
Yes, so they're start the second trial, the retrial started April 1st. Right now they're just going through and picking a jury, and I don't know how they're going to get a jury because I mean, you got to be living under a rock if you're from Massachusetts and Norfolk County and have not heard of this.
Well, and I mean, it was on national news. So yeah, how
It
do
has a
you?
Netflix series.
Yes, right. And it's on several different podcasts
Court
too.
TV, it's
Yeah.
everywhere.
Yep.
So they have a ton of jurors, I believe, but yeah, they have a big pool, they said, and they're going through and picking their jurors. So
That,
far, I think they've seated four, two yesterday and two today.
wow, that's surprising.
Yeah, I know it.
That quick. I thought it was going to be much longer for them to even find one. So,
I
huh.
know, I know. But who knows if the people are telling the truth or not? Because there was a stat out there. Second day, it says here, of jury selection in the Karen Reed trial has concluded. A total of 7 jurors have been seated. So this just
Oh,
this just got updated.
oh, okay.
5 today and 2 yesterday. But there
Hmm.
was a graph that somebody put up that showed, I forget, that say there was like 91 people in the jury selection today.
Yep.
I think it said 73 of them heard of this.
Well, who's the other people that didn't?
The 5 they seated, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I forget. I follow so many things on here. I do follow Turtle Boy. I follow Ted Daniel. There's a woman on TikTok that I was just watching before we got on the pod that they got his lock data, his phone lock data,
Mm,
and they said there's no way with this information. Now, this is just a private person that's come up with their own conclusions.
yeah.
His phone locked at 12:32 for the very last time, and they said there was no way that Karen could have hit him because she was already on her way home, and got home. I think they say it takes 6 minutes for her to get home, and she arrived home at 12:36 or something. So she had already left because there
Oh,
was
okay.
snow on the road. And they were saying his last known steps were 83 feet, which is the exact distance from the front steps to the flagpole. But the
Speechless. I
judge
don't even
keeps
know. Like,
denying all these motions that the defense keeps putting in.
she
They
should
want
have
to
been.
have an FBI, a retired FBI agent come in to testify at how wrong the police investigation was,
Right.
and they denied it. She said, I feel that the jury can figure that out themselves.
I don't know. I don't understand why. And I know I've said this before. If there is a mistrial or a hung jury or whatever, a new judge should be brought in because it is
No,
up
they
to
shouldn't, they should drop it,
well that.
I feel.
Yeah.
I mean, Judge Canoni is fucking, she's intertwined with this.
Oh, we
So
know this from the
Chris
beginning.
Albert, right? Chris Albert,
Yep.
the brother of Brian Albert and the father of Colin Albert.
Uh-huh.
He fucking killed somebody drunk driving. Pannoni's brother and he went on the run. He left the scene of the accident, killed somebody. Pannoni's brother represented him on his trial, and he was out within 6 months.
Yeah.
And she says there's no connection there.
I know that's what she said from the very beginning. I don't get that.
And
I
they
don't
were
know
tied
why,
into
like,
with the Proctors as well. It's ridiculous.
yeah. Well, this will be interesting. So keep us updated, and
I will keep you updated as it goes.
yeah,
I
and
love it.
I'll watch the documentary just so
Yeah, the
we can.
documentary is good. I'd love to know your feedback. I'd love to know if anybody has watched it out in BFF land, and I would love to know what their thoughts are.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and speaking of BFF land, that's fine. Don't forget, you guys have to share our podcast. You can write a review and you'll get entered into our merch drawing. So that ends on April 12th, which is a week from Saturday. So make sure you do
Which
that.
is
Which is the day I run my 5K. Yeah. So I'm nervous and excited about it.
I
But
know.
yeah.
You're gonna be fine.
I know.
I mean, what's the worst you do? You run, you walk, you run, you walk. You're
That's
gonna
all I'm
get
doing
through it.
anyway.
You know
So
you
yeah.
can do it. You
Right.
reached those miles already.
Right. But
You
it's
got
just
it.
doing it that day. I don't know.
Right. It's just there's other people there.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. I know the feeling.
Yeah. I know. Yeah. You've done it.
And you know you're not going to be the fastest and you're not going to be the slowest. You're going to be
Honestly,
just
yeah.
come in whenever you come in.
Right. And if I am the slowest, that's okay. I'm kind of used to that, like from doing like my kickboxing classes and stuff. I'm always the last one to finish like whatever we're doing. And I'm okay with that. I'm like, you know what? At least I did it. I'm moving more than anyone sitting on the couch.
And you
That's what I
completed
keep telling myself. It's okay. And I'm definitely not going to be like the oldest or the youngest there.
Right.
So,
Exactly.
right. So we're always talking about age, right? So yesterday I was at the oral surgeon. I had a follow-up when I had the tooth removed, right? So and for whatever reason, I waited forever. But I'm sitting in the waiting room, and you always joke about, oh, that's dentist music, right?
Yeah.
Do you know what they were playing?
80s.
Oh my gosh, they had Phil Collins, Bruce Springsteen, Def Leppard, Aretha Franklin, George Michael, John Cougar Mellencamp. Now I was sitting there for a while.
Office did that too.
Yeah, Johnny Hates Jazz, and I'm just like, what? I was so angry, not because I was waiting. I was angry because I'm like, the dentist music is playing like awesome music.
My music.
Yeah, it's like, you suck. But I guess it's better than elevator music.
Our music is now considered oldies.
It is. I know,
which is very sad.
It really is. So that makes us oldies.
I don't know if you guys saw this yesterday. Market Basket did an April Fool's Day thing where they announced they were having a Market Basket dance party.
No, I didn't.
Very funny. With
Oh my
DJ and alcohol provided by Market Basket Liquors. But they followed up today and they said they actually created a Market Basket Spotify playlist.
Yeah,
Stop
I have to look that up.
That's hysterical.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
Kind of like yacht rock.
All the freaking music we listen to. Oh,
Market Basket music.
Oh my gosh, look at that. It is. This is awesome. Oh, cool. No, thanks for sharing that, Julie. That's perfect. I love it.
I love it.
So I have a phrase for the day. This is actually, work is work and work and work is work, and it sucks. So
did it leave you bumfuzzled?
Bumfuzzled. No, so I have decided that instead of being, Dave and I kind of text during the day, hey, how's your day going, whatever, and I'll be like, oh yeah, it sucks or whatever. My response now to anything that I don't like is, I'm ready to retire.
God, Noelle, I've been saying that to Jim. I'm like, I'm ready.
Yeah, I'm ready to retire. It's like, hush it, I'm ready to retire. And he just laughs. Yeah. I said,
I
it's
feel
better
the
than
same
saying
way.
it sucks.
We got another 10 years though.
I know, but I can still say it. If I
I'm
say it,
ready.
it doesn't have to say you put it out into the universe and the universe will bring that back to you.
You manifest it.
Yes,
Manifest it.
I'm ready to retire.
Me too.
And we could
So much.
podcast every day, because our BFFers would absolutely love hearing from us every single day.
Yeah,
I
we'll
know, I'm
see.
sure. Yeah. All right. Well, I don't have anything else for this week. Do you?
Yes, I have one more story. Is that
You
okay?
do? I'm so proud of
Well,
you.
it's about I was going to talk about the nurses. I
Oh,
figured.
yes, yes. Sorry. Yes. Go ahead.
So I don't know if you guys have heard, but there's like, they say there's now 17
Yep.
nurses on one floor at Newton Wellesley Hospital. I think it's the maternity floor. They said floor 5,
Yep.
that all have some sort of brain tumor. Some are non-cancerous, some are cancerous. Um, and the hospital is saying they did all their environmental safety checks and it has nothing to do with that.
That's
Which
impossible. Absolutely impossible that 17 people working on the same floor have
I
brain
have a
tumor.
conspiracy theory.
Oh, okay. Yeah, go ahead. Share.
Don't shoot me, but could it be from the same batch of COVID shots?
Oh, that's interesting. Um, well, if hmm. Also, to kind of piggyback on that, you also, when you work in the medical industry, you have to have other shots as well too, like your Hep A, Hep B. Maybe there was something there you might be on, so it could have
Maybe
been.
it's,
Yeah.
I don't know, because it's just,
Oh,
I mean, unless I don't think they can lie about their environmental because they had OSHA, I thought it said. I mean, I work at a hospital. I know what they have to go through
right, right, right.
for
Wow.
environmental services, you know what I mean? And
Yep.
it's like there's got to be some common ground.
Yes. Oh, absolutely. There has to be. And for it to just be that one floor, and it's not like Newton Wellesley Hospital is just one floor. I mean, this is, and it's just the nurses. So it could,
Because
wow.
longer exposure. I don't know. That was just my
Right.
theory.
No, okay. I like your theory. I like where I don't like it, but you know what I mean? I mean, that might actually, that sounds a little bit more realistic than just it being per
Coincidence?
chance. Yeah. Wow. Wow. That's crazy. Well, we'll
Yeah.
definitely have to keep up on that story and
Yeah,
see.
exactly.
Because I know that originally was just, women that were working there are nurses. I don't even know if it's all men or women, but the nurses there were 10 of them. And then a few people had put it out on their social media, and people that no longer work there were
Fucked
coming
up.
back and saying, oh my gosh, I worked on that floor and I've had some brain tumors as well. So, but they hadn't been there for a few years. So, wow, interesting.
Yeah.
Well, that'll be definitely something we follow up on and see if
Yeah.
Diana's because
Conspiracy theory.
yeah, conspiracy theory comes true. Oh, geez. Oh. All right. Well, that's it for me for
That's it for
today.
today. We're leaving you hanging on that note.
Yes, exactly. All right. Well, BFFers, please, again, don't forget, please share and comment on our podcast, share it on Facebook. It's on all the major, podcasts, but on Facebook, you can share it to other people. Comment on Apple and all of those other anywhere podcasts can be found. I don't know why I'm
Any of
tongue
your
tied.
platforms.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm so tongue tied, but anyways, and you get your chance to win some merch from us. So, all right, that's it for us for this episode this week. And don't forget, it is always better to have a friend with two chins than.
Two faces.
All right, we'll see you next episode.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
You've been listening to Life's Journey with Best Friends. For details on any of the things we've mentioned in the podcast, including photos, visit our website lifesjourneybff.com. You can also email us at lifesjourneybff@gmail.com or visit us on Facebook, Instagram, or Threads.
Remember, no matter where life takes you, you are never alone when you have a best friend by your side. Until next time.